Priyanka? Who are you?
I think I'm kind of trying to figure that out myself. And I think it's okay not to know. We spend our entire lives trying to figure out who we really are, and then we change. And then we figure it out, and then we change again. And I think that's the most constant, right? I'm constantly changing, constantly evolving, and I'm hoping that everyone's still curious about me as I keep doing that. I just love growing. Like I said, I think growing is a very important thing. And when I was very young, I started working when I was 17 years old. And I remember my mother telling me this really young, that women should be financially independent. It doesn't matter who your father is, doesn't matter who your husband is going to be, it doesn't matter who your brother is, it doesn't matter who the man in your life is. You need to be responsible for your finances and be financially independent. And that kind of really stuck with me. And as my career expanded, it was really important for me to invest in little things. So once I discovered tech, I have always been a fan of technology. I wanted to be an aeronautical engineer at one point. I wanted to build rockets. I wanted to, go to space. Ladies, no one is going to give that to you. No one is going to tell you, here's an opportunity, go make something of yourself. You're going to do it for you. Because people are only going to try and take it away. And it's so important for us to be able to empower each other in everyday life. We don't have to conquer the world. You don't have to be the only person who reaches space. Like, you don't have to have crazy, wild ambitions. You just have to find your power and to say that, oh, I can do this too. I don't have to create like this crazy opportunity for me to thrive. You can thrive in anything you choose. Just have to find that confidence within yourself. No one is perfect. None of us. We all have bad days, and that's fine. We have this crazy standard, especially with the internet, where everything has to be perfect all the time, and we have to look perfect, we have to behave perfect, we have to say the right things. Everyone screws up, and that's all right. Laugh through it, don't take yourself too seriously, and make sure that you don't live for someone else's validation. It's your validation. So every generation of women somehow has to fight for the right of empowerment for the next generation of women. How many of you drive? Do you remember there was a time when women couldn't? Today, we don't even think about it because those women fought for us. So how many of us vote as females? There was a time we couldn't. Now we don't even think about it. So we, as women, everyone in this room and everyone in this world has a responsibility to our future daughter, to our future granddaughter, to change the world in a way where they don't have to think about lack of opportunity. They don't have to think about diversity. Diversity shouldn't even be a conversation. It should be normal. When we look around this room, there's not one kind of person. I don't even see one kind of person in one row. And that's our normal. And that's the world we will create for our daughters, for our kids. We will create men that empower the girls around them. We will create men that respect the girls around them and create a legacy for their children going forward. And I think that's our responsibility, and we need to take that really, really seriously. Your validation should be the spring in your step when you walk out of the door because you feel good. And even if you don't, that's fine too. I think travel and meeting different people of different ethnicities and different parts of the world is so important to expand our minds. Even if you just are interested in different countries, or what kind of music people like to listen to, or what are the stories, or just being curious about different cultures instead of being scared of them. Like, I think we've also we're living in a world where we're so afraid of different that when something is different, we'd rather not be curious. We'd rather be like, all right, I don't want to offend someone, or I don't want to say something wrong. Instead of being curious and saying, well, what is your name? And where do you come from? And what do you like? I would love to see beauty that's what inclusivity to me is. Not just seeing different races on a billboard, but actually getting to know different people. Actually understanding what different people might be like. We've forgotten that eventually we're all human. It's this one little planet that we have, which in this big universe is really tiny. So we should stop giving ourselves so much importance and saying, oh, well, you're better than me, or I'm better than you. We all are basically humanity. And let's go back to that and bring compassion and kindness into beauty and not be so hard on ourselves